So good morning, everyone. So let us start new topic today here. Okay. So the name of the module is Laplace transform. Okay. So this is most important chapter for your uh, semester. Okay. This Laplace transform is useful in every in few more areas like your when you are going to analyze your any sort of electrical circuits. Okay, any sort of electrical circuit over there you can use Laplace transformation. You can use in control system also. So many in mathematics. Uh, so many numericals you have to solve. So in many real-time applications, you can use Laplace transform. Okay. So already we have done Fourier transform, inverse Fourier transform, discrete time Fourier transform, everything we have done. So why? Because in the case of Fourier transform, we have seen that we are moving from time domain to the frequency domain analysis, vector analysis. So why we need Laplace transforms, though we are having Fourier transform already present. Thing is that in the case of Fourier transform, your signal must be completely integrable. Okay, must be integrable. Otherwise, Fourier transform will not be okay. Because x of j omega is equal to minus into plus into x of t to the power minus j omega dt. So, if the signal is not integrable completely, then we can't use Fourier transform. Whereas in the case of Laplace, we can use it. So that means if the signal is neither power nor energy, in that case, we are not able to use the tool that is Fourier transform. But in that case, we can use Laplace transform. Okay, so keeping in mind this in mind, we'll start Laplace transformations definitions. Okay, so we know already x of j omega is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity x of t to the power minus j omega dt. That is the expression for Fourier transform, continuous time Fourier transform. Okay, so let us from there we start Laplace transformations. Okay, from there. But in the case of Fourier transforms, we have seen that here it is j omega, that means the omega. Only the imaginary axis is there. Okay, imaginary part is there. But the basic difference is that in the case of Laplace, we'll use complex frequency plane. What we use in the Laplace, we use complex frequency plane. That means we will have real part plus imaginary part. That is some kind of x plus j o y or x plus I y, something like that, where x is the real term, y is the imaginary part. So in the case of Laplace, we are using complex frequency domain, complex frequency plane. So in this case, we use complex frequency plane means in the case of x of j omega, we will write x of sigma plus j omega. Okay. In the place of j omega, where we have used in the case of Fourier transform, continuous Fourier transform, here we are using sigma plus j omega, where sigma is the real part of the complex frequency. Okay, and j omega is your uh, frequency or angular frequency. Okay, so in x of sigma plus j omega, in this term we can write x of s, बदले में x of sigma plus j omega हम लोग x of s लिखेंगे, because s is equal to, we are now notifying that s is equal to sigma plus j omega, correct. तो यहाँ पे देखो जहां जहां ओमेगा था, इन द प्लेस ऑफ ओमेगा we'll write sigma plus j omega, correct. So in the case of continuous CTFT में continuous time Fourier transform, that omega basically or that part is replaced by sigma plus j omega. So x sigma plus j omega, now we are writing is x of s, that's s plane, minus infinity to plus infinity x of t as it is e to the power minus sigma plus j omega into t. Okay, so minus j omega, so we can write sigma plus j omega. Okay, because see here that j omega is replaced by sigma plus j omega. So in that way, we can write minus infinity to plus infinity x of t e to the power minus whole into sigma plus j omega into t, and dt is intact. So that is your xs. That is the uh, definition of formula of Laplace transformation. So what is S prime? Okay, now I am showing you what is S prime. S means sigma plus j omega. So sigma, that is your real axis sigma in this direction, plus sigma. Okay, this is minus sigma, that is j omega. This is minus j omega. So sigma plus j omega, that is basically is your S plane. This plane basically this 2D structure, that is called S plane. Okay, that is two parts, the real part and imaginary part. So keeping in mind, we'll start your Laplace transformation. So x of s, ultimately we can write minus infinity to plus infinity x of t. There is a signal which to be transformed in Laplace, and e to the power st dt, because s is equal to sigma plus j omega t dt. So that is your bilinear Laplace transformation. So this is your actual formula for Laplace transformation. So now we are in CS domain. Okay, previously in the case of Fourier transform, we were of frequency domain. That is in the only the complex domain. Okay, but here we are writing S domain. मतलब sigma plus j omega. That is S plane here. Real part is there, j omega part is there. So that is the main formula. X of S, that is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity x of t to the minus 60 dt. So nothing new. What you have done earlier, we are just doing that one. Little bit changes is there. Okay. So you remember in the Laplace we are in S domain. Okay. So see here, मैंने बोला था, okay, x of s is equal to minus infinity plus infinity x of t dot e to the power minus sigma plus j omega t dt. This is your formula. Now you separate this term, real and imaginary. Xt e to the power minus at e to the power minus j omega t dt. Now you look, if you compare with your Fourier transform, continuous time Fourier transform CTFT. See, if we consider xt into e to the power minus at, this term as a whole, x1t. So see, this is nothing but the Fourier transform, isn't it? X1t into e to the power minus j omega t dt. So xt into e to the power minus at e to the power minus jt dt. So that is your x1t. Okay. Now you have to remember few points here. Okay, few points here. Okay, देखो क्या मैंने बोला, from these expressions. Number one, Laplace transform of xt. You are doing Laplace transform of which signal xt. Okay, So Laplace transform of xt is nothing but what I have said you. I have written there. Laplace transform of xt is nothing but Fourier transform of the signal xt into e to the power minus sigma t. What I have seen here, that I am writing. Nothing remember you. Okay, nothing recall you. So this, if this is as a whole, you consider one signal and e to the power minus j omega t dt. So e to the power minus j omega, this is scaling factor. This factor, this complex factor comes due to the Fourier transform property. Okay, so that means you are doing Laplace of xt means nothing but you can think of that you are doing Fourier transform of which signal xt into e to the power minus sigma t. तो ये सिग्नल का तुम्हारा Fourier ट्रांसफॉर्म हो रहा है. So xt into e to the power minus sigma t, that signal having the Fourier transform, and that is equivalent to Laplace transform of xt. That I have written here. Laplace transform of xt is nothing but Fourier transform of the signal xt into e to the power sigma minus sigma t. If you have any doubt regarding this note, so you can ask me, you can raise your question. Okay, so I think this is not much tough here because what I have seen here, that I am writing, because you people know that the Fourier transform already. Now the second condition is that Fourier transform is nothing but Laplace transform evaluated on j omega axis. देखो वाइस वर्सा है. तो Fourier transform क्या है? Fourier transform यही है, is nothing but Laplace evaluated on j omega axis. If you have Laplace transformation form and over there, if you write sigma plus j omega, that replaced by j omega, which is nothing but frequency Fourier transform, that I have written there. Okay, so basically both are more or less same. Okay, so that two statement is most important. What I told you, so you remember these two and go through. If you have doubt, you can ask me the question in the next class also. Okay. Now we have to take one example for better understanding. Let us take one example. X1t is equal to e to the power minus 80 ut. You can write xt is equal to e to the power minus 80 ut. But I am writing here x1t because later we'll move for some special type of problem. So that's why I am writing x1t here. Okay. So x1t is equal to e to the power minus 80 into ut. So you are now aware about ut because you people know that ut means it starts from 0 and it moves towards infinity, positive infinity. So when this ut unit step function is multiplied with some any sort of time varying quantity, then that time varying quantity also exists only from 0 to positive infinity. It will never present from minus infinity to 0. That we know. So if you multiply ut, so naturally we can say this signal x1t is right-sided signal because there is no existence of the signal at the left side. Okay, because ut is there. So that's why this signal is something like that, because already many times we have used this signal. So it is something like that. It will be moving 0 towards infinity. Okay, so that's why this signal is called right-sided signal because there is no existence of the signals at left side of the origin. So that is called right-sided signal, one-sided signal, and specifically it is right-sided signal. So take Laplace transforms. Okay, so x1s, x1t का Fourier Laplace transform क्या होगा? x1s होगा. So minus infinity to plus infinity x of t e to the power minus st dt. That is our formula. Now put the value of xt here. So e to the power minus 8 ut e to the power minus st dt. Now we can change this limit because ut is there. So 0 to positive infinity, ut value should be 1. So e to the power minus 8 e to the power minus st dt. Okay, I have written neat and clean step by step. So now st, okay. So in that case, इफ यू टेक कॉमन t हियर तो क्या होगा माइनस a प्लस s और s प्लस a इंटू t dt. नाउ टेक integral. Okay, finite integral is there, so it should be e to the power minus s plus a t divided by क्या होगा a t रेस्पेक्ट में हो रहा है तो t का कोएफिशिएंट क्या है माइनस a प्लस s, तो नीचे में चला जाएगा माइनस s प्लस a and limit is 0 to infinity. So put the value 0 to infinity. If you put infinity here, t is equal to infinity, so e to the power minus infinity, that means people know that it is 0. Okay, so for upper limit there is no value. Okay, so now put the value 0 here. So t is equal to 0, so e to the power 0 you people know very well it should be 1. So 1 upon s plus a, and because there is a minus in the lower limit integral there should have minus, so minus minus plus हो जाएगा इसलिए 1 by s plus. So क्या मिला e to the power minus a t ut, that sort of signals we are having lt Laplace transform as 1 by s plus a. Okay, so this is one standard form, standard function e to the power minus a t ut is equal to 1 by s plus a. So keep in mind this result. Okay, now I am taking same kind of, almost same kind of signal, that is x to t. Okay, x to t. अच्छा सुनाई दे रहा है ना सबको?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So x to t, same type of signal we have taken here. Okay, देखो कहाँ है? Only the value is negative and u of minus t is there. So you people know that ut and u minus t में क्या difference है? ये time reversal है, time reversal है. That means folding होगा. जो राइट साइड में था वो लेफ्ट में चला जाएगा पूरा, और लेफ्ट में जो होगा वो राइट में चला जाएगा. ठीक है, ये फोल्डिंग का सिस्टम है, मिरर इमेज होगा. तो ये क्या होगा, ये लेफ्ट साइडेड सिग्नल हो जाएगा. आई एम नॉट शोन हियर. ओके, बिकॉज ये यू माइनस टी है इसलिए लेफ्ट साइड में चला जाएगा. सो लेफ्ट साइडेड सिग्नल है. नाउ टेक लैप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म x to s minus infinity to 0. If you know that it is u minus t, that means it will must present minus infinity to 0, unlike your ut. Ut was 0 to infinity, your minus t should be present minus infinity to 0. Okay, we know all these things very well because we have repeatedly used, okay, in our previous classes. So we will not invest much time here. So minus is there, minus infinity to 0 e to the power minus s plus a into t dt. Now same way we are integrating here. Okay, okay. Now देखो ए t का वैल्यू 0. ओके, नाउ यू टेक t का वैल्यू 0 तो 1 अपन ये हो जाएगा. ठीक है, ये माइनस से माइनस माइनस प्लस हो गया. करेक्ट. नाउ इफ यू पुट माइनस इंफिनिटी हियर देन e टू द पावर प्लस इंफिनिटी है कि नहीं? दिस इज द ओके ट्रिकी थिंग इज हियर. ट्रिकी थिंग इज देयर. प्लीज सी, माइनस इज देयर, माइनस इज देयर, सो प्लस हो जाएगा. e टू द पावर प्लस क्या हो जाएगा, इंफिनिटी हो जाएगा. होगा कि नहीं? तो जब इंफिनिटी होगा तो ये कन्वर्ज नहीं करेगा. तो इसलिए this x to s will never exist. That will create a problem. So that's why you have to find out, okay, where the Laplace transforms converging. Okay, you have to find out the region of convergence. Okay, where the this x to s, that means any sort of Laplace transform form where it exists, where it converges. Okay, that you have to find out. So we have taken 1 by s plus a. Okay, ठीक है. तो as t वैल्यू इज इंफिनिटी माइनस इंफिनिटी हो जाएगा, लेकिन हम लोग ये 0 चेक कर दिया तो क्या होगा, s प्लस a इटसेल्फ ए नेगेटिव होना चाहिए. देखो यहाँ पे s प्लस a that should be negative itself. If that is itself negative, then in this negative plus हो जाएगा. और after that if you put minus infinity here, then it should be 0. So in that case, we will get 1 by s plus a. We have taken that concept here. That's why देखो यहाँ पे मैंने लिखा माइनस 0 के लिए 1 हो गया एंड माइन लोअर लिमिट के लिए 0 हो गया. So ultimately we get 1 by s plus a. Please listen carefully and try to understand what I am telling here. This is most important parameter is there. Important point is there. मैंने क्या बोला? If you directly put value of t here, so that minus and that minus should be positive. So it will be positive infinity. That will give you large value. So in that case, this Laplace transform will never exist, never converge. But you have to converge it always. Okay. So for that, if this signal, this transform is converging, then what should be the condition? This s plus a itself should be negative. If s plus a itself negative and there is a negative sign, so that negative and s plus a itself negative, so क्या हो जाएगा? Negative into negative positive हो जाएगा. So that means g to the power s plus a t हो जाएगा. So in that case, if you put value t here, t is equal to minus infinity here, ultimately e to the power minus infinity हो जाएगा. And e to the power minus infinity, the value is what? 0. So that's why I have written here 0. So ultimately we are getting 1 by s plus a. Now thing is that, see here, both the cases, e to the power minus a t ut 1 by s plus a and minus e to the power minus a t u minus t, then also 1 by s plus a. Okay, so both the cases the form is same. Okay, so e to the power minus a t ut 1 by s plus a. So in which condition they are equal, that condition you have to find out. Okay, so we got 1 by s plus a here by maintaining the convergence property of this express. If that signal is converging, have to converge, then we have to take that condition s plus a should be negative itself. So that's why in Laplace case, after finding out Laplace transform, you have to find out the region of convergence, where the Laplace transform for converging, that you have to find out. Okay, so that is called region of convergence. Region of convergence. Okay, so that's our region of convergence, ROC. So for x1s, okay, I am now describing in detail. Okay, because x1n and x2x we got here, x1s and x2s, but we got same result. But what is the condition for ROC? What is ROC for this signal and what is ROC for x2s? That you have to find out. So region of convergence. So for x1s is 0 to infinity e to the power minus a t e to the power minus alpha plus a sigma plus j omega t dt. Okay, so 0 to infinity. Why we are writing 0 to infinity? Because ut is there. Okay, therefore ut is there. Ut is there. So that's why limit should be 0 to infinity e to the power minus t e to the power minus s t dt. So s के बदले में हम लोग लिखे हैं sigma plus j omega. So that is sigma plus j omega we have written here. So ultimately what I have taken e to the power minus a t e to the power minus sigma t e to the power minus j omega t dt. Correct. Now you take t common here between these two. So e to the power minus sigma plus a t e to the power minus j omega t dt. Correct. Now come to this point. देखो, please listen carefully. I am not moving fast. You have to take that concept from my side. You people aware about that? E to the power j omega t का magnitude क्या होगा? Always 1. It is always 1. Okay. The value is always 1. That means it is converging. E to the power j omega t. That part will not disturb at all because e to the power j omega t is a constant value 1 given. Now you have to think about this term. Okay. Where it converges. Okay. That you have to find out. Correct. Because limit is 0 to infinity. Okay. So for converging this signal, sigma plus a should be always greater than 0. That means sigma plus A should be always positive here. Listen carefully. Sigma plus A should be positive always for x1s to be converged. So x1s must be converged until and unless sigma plus A is greater than 0. That means sigma plus A should be always positive. This term you can write here for better understanding positive. It is always positive, sigma plus A. What I am telling you, you are getting or not, please tell me. What I am telling you, for x1s to converge, x1s should be converged always. Your Laplace transform should be always converging, keep in mind. For that, you have to find out the condition. That means you have to find out the region of convergence. That means you have to find out the region of convergence. Every time you have to find out ROC. Okay. So for this x1s, that standard form e to the power minus at ut के लिए तुम्हारा region of convergence क्या होगा? That you have to find out. But we got x1s. Now x1s to be converged, because that term is not affecting anything, because it gives you a unity value. Because this always, and I have written the magnitude tending to 1. The always the magnitude is unity here. But if that signal should be finite, isn't it? So for that, sigma plus A should be positive. Okay. So that's why I have written here sigma plus A should be positive, means it should be greater than 0 always. Then only if you put alpha value here in the place of t, then it should be to the power minus infinity. So that will be 0. So that means it will be converging at the infinity. So at infinity it is converging. So if sigma plus A itself negative, तो क्या हो जाएगा? Negative negative positive. So if you put the value of alpha here, then it should be to the power positive infinity. So it will diverging, not converging. So that's why the total term, that is this formula, this function as a whole, to converge only when sigma plus A is positive. So what does it mean? Sigma plus A should be always greater than 0. Okay. So that is the condition. Sigma should be minus 1, minus A. So in that expression you can write sigma should be greater than minus A, or you can write down real term of A. Sigma का मतलब क्या है? Sigma is the real part, real term. Sigma is the real part of S. So real part of S should be greater equal to minus 1. This or this, you can write anything. So before further moving, please tell me whether it is understandable or not from your side. Whether this condition is satisfied or not. Please tell me. Is it understandable or not? Anyone, please tell me whether it is this condition is okay or not. For the signal to be converging, if and only if sigma plus A should be positive. So sigma plus A should be positive means it should be greater than 0. From there you are having sigma greater than minus A, or real part of A is greater than minus A. So I should move further. Before that, you just tell me whether this condition is understandable or not. For x1 is to converge maintaining these conditions. Then I will show you the reason of convergence. बोलो किसी को भी डाउट है क्या? So simply you find out x1s, then at the end, okay, you got 1 by s plus a is your final answer, isn't it? You know the Laplace term 1 by s plus a, but you don't know the region of convergence. That I am going to find out here. From these two, this is always constant 1 magnitude. For this term, you have to find out. This term, this negative should be always intact here to converge it. So that means sigma plus a should be always positive. Okay, so that's why I am writing sigma plus A is greater than 0. Sigma should be greater than minus A, or real term of S should be greater than minus A. डाउट है तो बोलो, नहीं तो हम रीजन ऑफ कन्वर्जेंस शो करेंगे। ओके, स्टिल इफ यू फाइंड एनी डिफिकल्टी, देखो मैंने क्या कंडीशन दिया है यहाँ पे, रीजन ऑफ कन्वर्जेंस कहाँ है, you have to show. So what is the condition here? Sigma should be greater than minus a. ओके, तो ये सिग्मा एक्सिस है। सो रीजन ऑफ कन्वर्जेंस ऑलवेज limiting factor for sigma, not for g omega. Okay, g omega it will extend from minus infinity to plus infinity, no problem at all. That will never affect to the region of convergence. So imaginary part will never affect to the region of convergence. Only the real part, that is sigma, is responsible for the condition for the ROC. Okay, only sigma. तो देखो सिग्मा का if it is minus a, okay, सिग्मा सपोज इट्स नेगेटिव वैल्यू, दिस इज 0, तो सिग्मा का वैल्यू कहाँ पे, सपोज यहाँ पे माइनस ए है, so that is minus a, here sigma is equal to minus a. Okay, that point is, this point is sigma is equal to minus a. तो क्या बोला, region of greater than should be, sigma should be greater than minus a, that means this side you can't show left side of sigma minus a, so right side, so पूरा का पूरा इधर, okay, from positive infinity, that is your region of convergence. So I am showing a red color, देखो from यहाँ से positive infinity तक, and exactly minus a, that also not converging, so little bit difference. Okay, so that's why I am showing the right side portion. Okay, this right side showing the region of, I will written there ROC, this is positive infinity term, this is positive infinity term. Okay, this right side, that is your region of convergence. Now move for x to s. In the same way, you come to this point, as I mentioned you earlier, x to s के लिए क्या है, ये माइनस है, माइनस इनफिनिटी टू जीरो होगा, you people know that u minus t is there, u minus t, so that's a minus infinity to zero, e to the power minus sigma plus a t, e to the power minus g omega t dt. Here again, e to the power minus g omega t will give you unit value magnitude. So convergence of x to s mainly depends upon this term, e to the power minus sigma plus a into t. Now देखो, जीरो के लिए तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, माइनस इन्फिनिटी के लिए देखो क्या होगा, प्लस हो जाएगा, इसलिए मैंने बोला अर्लियर सिग्मा प्लस ए हियर शुड बी इटसेल्फ नेगेटिव। प्रीवियसली क्या था, x1 s के लिए सिग्मा प्लस ए शुड बी पॉजिटिव मैंने बोला था, लेकिन यहाँ पे क्या है, सिग्मा प्लस ए इटसेल्फ शुड बी नेगेटिव, so that negative and that negative should be positive. So when you put the value of infinity minus infinity here, it will give you e to the power minus infinity, that means it will converge. So to converge x to s, sigma plus a should be always negative. My dear student, I am telling you repeatedly, please try to understand. If you have any doubt, you please tell your doubt. Otherwise, when in advance, you will face lots of problems. So region of convergence is a beautiful property here we got in Laplace transform, that you have to understand where the region of convergence is there. So to converge this signal x to s, okay, if you don't think about sigma plus a, then if you directly put value of minus infinity here, so it will diverge, x to s will diverge, it will never converge. बिकॉज ये नेगेटिव है, ये भी नेगेटिव है, ठीक है वैल्यू, सो नेगेटिव नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा, e to the power positive infinity, so it will diverging in nature, so that is not desirable at all. So to converge, I am writing every time, देखो for x to s to converge क्या होना चाहिए, सिग्मा प्लस a should be negative itself, so sigma plus a itself negative, there is a negative, so negative into negative positive हो जाएगा. Okay, so that means e to the power sigma plus a t हो जाएगा, something like that, e to the power sigma plus a into t. Now if you put value of sigma a t is minus infinity, तो क्या हो जाएगा, e to the power minus infinity हो जाएगा, so e to the power minus infinity का value 0 हो जाएगा, that means it's converging at the end extremities. So that's why I am writing here for x to s to converge, sigma plus a it should be negative. That means it should be less than 0. पहले वाला क्या था? सिग्मा प्लस a should be positive. That's why it was greater than 0. यहाँ पे क्या है? सिग्मा प्लस a it should be negative. So that means it should be less than 0. So sigma should be less than minus a. Or real term of is less than minus a. So देखो एस प्लेन में क्या होगा? इधर पॉजिटिव सिग्मा, इधर नेगेटिव सिग्मा जे ओमेगा, इधर पॉजिटिव इंफिनिटी जा रहा है, ये नेगेटिव इंफिनिटी जा रहा है. सो सिग्मा इज इक्वल टू माइनस ए. तो क्या बोला? सिग्मा शुड बी लेस इक्वल टू माइनस ए. सो दिस मींस इधर सिग्मा का वैल्यू माइनस ए से लेस है, इसलिए इधर आरओसी होगा. लेफ्ट साइड ऑफ सिग्मा इज इक्वल टू माइनस ए. पहले वाला क्या था? राइट साइड ऑफ सिग्मा इज इक्वल टू माइनस ए. इधर राइट साइड था, इधर लेफ्ट साइड था. तो अल्टीमेटली देखो e टू दी पावर माइनस ए टी ये था तुम्हारा फंक्शन. रिजल्ट क्या था? लैप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म 1 बाई एस प्लस ए. रीजन ऑफ माने कंडीशन क्या था? रीजन ऑफ कन्वर्जेंस क्या था? रियल टर्म ऑफ ए शुड बी ग्रेटर देन माइनस ए. यहाँ पे फंक्शन क्या था? माइनस e टू दी पावर माइनस ए टी यू ऑफ माइनस टी. रिजल्ट सेम था 1 बाई एस प्लस ए. रिजल्ट सेम था लेकिन कंडीशन अलग है. रीजन ऑफ कन्वर्जेंस क्या था? सिग्मा लेस देन minus a. So that is the all about your Laplace transformation. So every time you are going to find out region of convergence, that is most important. Now till this, up to this, if you have any doubt about the Laplace transformation formula definitions, difference of the Fourier transform and region of convergence, and how region of convergence depend upon only the real term I have shown you. It does not affect or does not depend upon j omega or the imaginary axis. Okay, it only bother about sigma values. Where the position of the sigma? Okay, उसका left में है ना right में है ना बीच में है. Okay, so that is most important. So region of convergence is most important here. Okay, so if you have any doubt, so you can ask me the question. Otherwise, we move further. I'm giving 30 seconds. If you have any doubt, you can ask. So if we disconnect, we'll again join. Okay, we will first join again. It's less than 1 minute wait, so it will cut and again we will join. Notes very down. It's a new chapter. I will provide you my notes after finishing of the class.